Captain David Lawson was at 35,000 feet when the impossible happened. The controls froze, the lights died, and silence fell over the cockpit. What came next wasn't just a miracle in the sky. It was the moment his soul began to descend into the truth. This isn't just the story of a pilot. It's the story of a man flying toward death, only to be reborn in the most unexpected way. The man in control until he wasn't. Captain David Lawson had spent 18 years in the air. Discipline, logic, and atheism were his creed. Religion, myth, God, a human invention. Flying was the only time he felt powerful. But power is a fragile thing. And on a routine flight from Istanbul to Madrid, it shattered. When systems fail, and so do beliefs. Midway through the flight, a freak storm appeared on radar, nowhere in the forecast. It struck with fury. Instruments blinked, autopilot shut off. For 47 terrifying seconds, the plane dropped like a stone. Passengers screamed. David froze. He realized for the first time in his life, he had no control. In that moment, he whispered something he hadn't said since childhood. God, if you exist, help me. The calm in the chaos. Just as suddenly as the chaos began, it stopped. A strange, golden glow filled the cockpit. Instruments restarted. The storm vanished. Co-pilot Julia looked at David and whispered, "That wasn't normal." He nodded, unable to speak. He had touched something beyond physics. The search begins. Back on the ground, David couldn't shake the experience. Every night, he scoured books, videos, podcasts. Nothing gave him peace until one night, YouTube's algorithm threw him something unexpected. A lecture titled The Proof of God in the Quran. He clicked. The speaker said, "You asked for signs? You're living in them. Dreams and destiny." That night, David dreamed of flying again, but this time above endless deserts. A man in white robes stood beside him, reciting words that pierced his heart. He looked down. Glowing buildings stood below, the Kaaba. He woke up weeping. Something had changed. He wasn't afraid anymore. He felt guided. The landing of a new life. 1 week later, David stepped into a mosque. The imam welcomed him with warmth. No pressure, no preaching, just one request. Read with sincerity. David began reading the Quran, page after page, truth after truth. When he reached Surah An-Nur, 2400 hours, 35.
مثل نوره كمشكاة فيها المصباح في زجاجة الزجاجة كأنها كوكب دري يوقد من شجرة مباركة زيتونة لا شرقية ولا غربية يكاد زيتها يضيء ولو لم تمسسه نار نور على نور يهدي الله لنوره من يشاء ويضرب الله الأمثال للناس والله بكل شيء عليم.
Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. His light one is like a niche in which there is a lamp. The lamp is in a crystal. The crystal is like a shining star, lit from the oil of a blessed olive tree, located neither to the east nor the west, to whose oil would almost glow, even without being touched by fire. Light upon light. Allah guides whoever he wills to his light. And Allah sets forth parables for humanity. For Allah has perfect knowledge of all things. He knew this light was what saved him. With tears streaming down, he said the Shahida.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا والله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله.
From captain to servant. Captain David Lawson had flown over continents, but only when he surrendered did he find peace. From skyfall to sujud, from turbulence to tranquility, he found Islam not in a masjid or a book, but in a moment of helpless truth. If you're watching this and your soul is restless, remember, sometimes God shakes your world just to land you safely at his door. Brought to you by Deen in Minute. Real stories, real change. For or video, please subscribe the channel. If you get inspired, then like the video and share with your friends. Please share your views in comment box, which help us to create more inspiring videos.